Good morning. Myself Vikas Sandan, working as assistant professor in KK College of Horticulture. Today we are discussing breeding in coconut. Regarding breeding in coconut, there are different objectives of breeding in coconut. First objective, improving the yield by improving the size of nut. Preferably, we should go for weight of nut more than 600 grams and number of nuts per palm should be 80 nuts per palm per year. Second objective is improving copra. It should be copra should be 150 grams per nut minimum, and oil content should be 60 to 65 to 70%. Next objective is development of dwarf variety so as to have ease in all operations. Development of disease and pest resistant varieties. In diseases, we want to have varieties which are resistant to root wilt, and in pest resistance, we want to have resistance towards leaf-eating caterpillar and rhinoceros beetle. Next is development of drought-tolerant variety. If there is drought for 1 year, it actually affects the yield for 2-3 years. Therefore, we want to have drought-tolerant varieties. Apart from that, we want variety resistant to saline and alkaline soil. So these are the objectives of breeding in coconut. There are different constraints in genetic improvement in coconut. First constraint is it's time consuming because of long pre-bearing age, that is 4 to 5 years. Second one is perennial habit, that plant survives for 25 to 60 years. Third one is heterozygous nature of coconut plant, time lag involved in the study of progeny, low multiplication rate because each palm bears normally 100 nuts per year, and last one is lack of clonal propagation. This coconut crop is only propagated through nuts. So these are the constraints. Regarding floral biology of coconut, coconut is monoecious plant. That means male and female flowers appear on the same plant. In a bearing palm, every leaf axil can produce inflorescence. Spadix is the type of inflorescence, and number of inflorescence per year is 12 to 15. Length of inflorescence is 1.2 to 1.8 meter. Regarding individual inflorescence, 250 to 300 male flowers appears on the top, and very few, one or few female flowers appear on the base, at the base. So number of female flower here will decide the number of nuts per palm. Floral formula, male flower will have perianth, that is sepals petals 3 plus 3, androecium 6, 3 plus 3, that equals to 6, and gynoecium 0. And female flowers, again perianth includes 3 petals, 3 sepals, androecium 0, and gynoecium 3. As we have seen, the objectives of coconut breeding, the constraints, and the floral biology. So here mostly two methods are used for breeding in coconut. First one is selection and second one is hybridization. Regarding breeding achievements in selection, as it is given in table, from Lakshadweep ordinary, Chandrakalpa is selected and recommended for Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Maharashtra and Kerala. From Banavali Green Round, Pratap is selected, recommended for coastal Maharashtra. From Philippines ordinary, K. Chandra is the selected variety, which is recommended for cultivation in coastal Maharashtra, coastal Andhra Pradesh and West Bengal. Andaman ordinary is used for selection, and from Andaman ordinary, VPM3 is the selected variety, which is recommended for cultivation all districts in all districts of Tamil Nadu. Second method of breeding is hybridization. There are various steps involved in production of hybrids. Just like other crops, here we have to emasculate the male flowers before the female flower comes to receptivity. Second thing is we have to collect the mature pollens from male flowers of desirable varieties or desirable parent variety. Then extraction of pollen from male flowers, mixing of pollen with diluents in the ratio of 1:9. Next point is dusting of pollen plus diluents mixture using pollen dispensers. So principle is same: emasculation, collection of anthers, then collection of pollen dust and pollination with the help of pollen dispensers. Then after fruit set and complete development of fruits, we have to go for collection of nuts, and after plantation in field, we have to study the field performance of those hybrids that we have created. So hybrids are produced from crossing of tall and dwarf parents. There are three combinations which are followed generally: tall into dwarf. That means tall varieties are taken as female parents and dwarf varieties are selected as male parents. Tall varieties which are generally used are West Coast tall, Lakshadweep ordinary, and dwarf varieties which are used are Chaughat orange dwarf and Ganga Bondam. The tall into dwarf cross production is time consuming and laborious because it requires trained climbers for emasculation of female parent, and again for pollination Again, the climber has to climb on the coconut and hand he has to complete hand pollination. So here it becomes time consuming and laborious for emasculation, hand pollination and harvesting. Second type is dwarf into tall. Means dwarf varieties are taken as female parent and tall varieties are taken as male parent. It has some advantages. It could be produced on large scale by regularly emasculating dwarf mother palms, permitting free natural crossing with pollens from tall palms. It is less laborious, less time consuming. And here the female parent used is Malayan yellow dwarf. So we can use tall parents as per our need. Third type is tall into tall. Here male as well as female parent both are of tall nature. There are certain hybrids which are produced. First hybrid is Chandra Sankar from Chowghat orange dwarf and West Coast tall variety. It has 116 nuts per palm per year. Copra content is 250 grams per nut and oil content is 68%. Chandralaksha, it is the cross of Lakshadweep ordinary and Chowghat orange dwarf. Nuts per palm is 109. Copra content is 195 grams per nut and oil content is 69%. K. Rasangar is the result of crossing of West Coast tall into Chowghat orange dwarf. We can get 108 nuts per palm with copra content of 187 grams per nut and oil content is 68%. Then fourth one is Lakshaganga, which is result of crossing of Lakshadweep ordinary and Ganga Bundam. Nuts per palm is near about 108, that 108. Copra content is 195 grams per nut and oil content is 70%. Ananda Ganga is the result of crossing of Andaman ordinary and Ganga Bundam. Nuts per palm is 95. Copra content is 216 grams per nut and oil content is 68%. Kera Ganga. It is the result of West Coast tall and Ganga Bundam. We can get 100 nuts per palm per year and copra content is 201 grams per nut. Oil content is 69%. Kerasri. Parents are West Coast tall and Malayan yellow dwarf. Nuts per palm are 112. Copra content is 216 and oil content is 68%. Actually, our target in crossing is to get more than 100 nuts per palm per year and copra content near about 200 grams per nut and oil content should be from 65 to 70%. So these are some of our objectives. It can be filled by our crossing process or hybridization process partially or fully. So depending on our objective, we can have the varieties from hybridization. So this is how, in short, we have studied objectives in breeding of coconut, constraints which appear during breeding, then floral biology of coconut plant, and whatever achievements through the process of selection and hybridization. Our objectives regarding nuts per palm, copra content per nut, and oil content. This can be fulfilled either by selection and hybridization. This is all regarding this topic. Thank you.